so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready. 50, Mike, 50.
Off the play fake. Daniels, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Back to throw. Daniels. And Diggs has it. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Off play action. Daniels. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The 30, 20, touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 84 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. He was looking for Watkins that time. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cardinals' 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run, Cook. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
Set, ready, 10-2 stop.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Hassan Reddick just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Ready, 18 Gators.
57. You don't want to pick up the ball.
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Throwing it on 3rd and long. Daniels. And he's able to find Diggs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Come on, dude. Get it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught. Smith. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. Fights through, and now a crease. And a cut to the right, and touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden, because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here's Murray. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Got him in. It's Brown.
What we got?
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Murray from midfield. Open man is Gordon, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings. Vikings 39.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
I got 15. Time to go, night-night.
From the 35 on second down, Murray. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on second down. Murray got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Murray now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Gordon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. First down, Murray. This is caught. Watkins. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Murray, and yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Vance McDonald, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
on the double.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you.
Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to go down again. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Ricky, look small. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's our time.
Again, it's Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go, get set.
Watch the run.
Big grip.
To throw on third down, Daniels. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. Here's Matt Wild now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on second down. Murray over the middle. He's got Watkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They run it again with Cook. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check pass, check pass.
Ready.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Get it.
Second and 3. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Play fake. Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Murray now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On second and 10, Murray being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 43. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
You got nothing.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down. It's Cook, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They're running it.
On second down, Cook. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On the ready.
D, Mike's 50. Oh, you got D? Double tight, double tight. 4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down.
Sit up.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Coming to you, coming to you.
Ready, ready.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And the Vikings first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Get it.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.